Marcus Rashford was once the golden boy of modern football.
Chance to take on the goalkeeper. He's taken him all on, and he scores!
A dazzling talent on the pitch and a beacon of hope off it. With jaw-dropping goals and inspirational charity work,
Manchester United footballer Marcus Rashford has been speaking about his own experiences of poverty.
He inspired a generation like a few others in the sport.
And the most important thing to me is winning the next game.
But recently, the public can't hear enough about his poor performances, off-field controversies, and baffling decisions that have started to overshadow his once untouchable reputation. The question on everyone's lips: is Marcus Rashford destroying the legacy he worked so hard to build? Stick around as we analyze Rashford's achievements both on and off the pitch, and discuss why his legacy may be at stake. Growing up in Wythenshawe, Manchester, Marcus Rashford has been aiming for the goalpost since his birth on October 31st, 1997. He had raw talent, and at Ashton-on-Mersey School, he impressed his teammates enough to grab the attention of the local club, Fletcher Moss Rangers, which also featured another youngster who would eventually move to City, Kelechi Iheanacho. However, it was the Manchester United youth team that was most perceptive of his talent, and he was signed for the club at just 7 years of age. The curtains were opened on a glittering lifestyle, and the world was all set to welcome Rashford as a new football sensation. For some players, the limelight can be rather an uncomfortable place, but for Rashford, it's a territory he enjoys often. The beginning of his journey in the senior ranks can be traced back to February 2016, when the young star made his entry, and what an entry it was. Elbowing his way into the limelight like a man twice his age, Rashford made his mark in the Europa League with a brilliant brace against FC Midtjylland. A fun fact about this brace is that it made Rashford the youngest scorer for Manchester United in a European competition at 18 years and 141 days of age, and still his debut. His brace in the match set up the stage for his second goal during his Premier League debut against Arsenal. The hype around Rashford began, and he was soon being mentioned among all fans. Scoring in the derby against Manchester City was also a dream come true, and so was his decisive goal in the FA Cup replay. Marcus Rashford's prolific form continued to grow in the media, gaining him the club's Player of the Month award for November and December, and the PFA Premier League prize for December 2019. He then went on to achieve the incredible milestone of 200 appearances for the club, in style, scoring 2 perfect goals in a match against Norwich City that ended 4-0. As the awards kept coming in, Rashford's trajectory to superstardom did not seem to be hindered. But it wasn't just his efforts that were gaining him his fame. Marcus took a deep interest in the community. Some of his achievements have been incredible for the community and should not go unmentioned. Off the football field, Rashford's love and fight for the local community inspired many, with his charitable efforts and partnerships to protect and develop the youth in Manchester. Marcus Rashford launched a Christmas campaign in October 2019 to bring hope and comfort to young people struggling with homelessness. In partnership with Selfridges, the Manchester United striker wanted to help 3 of the city's biggest homeless charities: Barnabas, Centrepoint, and LifeShare. The straightforward and effective message, put the tootsies in, encouraged people to pack a shoebox with much-needed clothing, soaps, and other useful items which could then be delivered to one of the Selfridges stores for local distribution. In addition, when the terror attack took place in Manchester Arena in May 2017, he visited some of the bombing victims, many of which were children. Then, he joined the One Love Manchester concert, which was one of the most effective support mechanisms that saw £2 million being raised in aid of families that were affected. But his positive support towards the community doesn't end there. He has been fighting against child poverty and providing food for those in need. One organization close to Marcus Rashford's is Fair Share, which is an incredible charity aiming to fight food waste and food insecurity. When engaging with Fair Share, Rashford set himself the challenge of fundraising £20 million to ensure that children in Manchester were fed when schools were closed, children who would otherwise be entitled to meals during term time. Dedication to organizations such as Fair Share saw over 4 million disadvantaged children fed by Marcus's work, touching lives way beyond the stadium. I'll leave a link to their website in the description below, and perhaps you can join the cause too. Through campaigning and pressure, Marcus Rashford has made real policy changes and has been awarded an MBE and a place on the Times 100 Most Influential People. His relentless efforts saw him awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Manchester, and the most recent and latest FIFA Foundation award, which has in one way or another contributed to his image creation. But despite all his achievements off the pitch, footballers will always be judged on their craft. So why is Rashford declining? Considering the great work Rashford does off the pitch, we can't help but regret that his game on the pitch leaves much to be desired. As a player, Marcus has declined over the years. For someone that was once called the future of Manchester United, he's far from the player many thought he would be. But when did this big decline begin? Looking back, we believe it began during the 2022-23 campaign when he was still under the management of Ralf Rangnick. Whilst playing against Spurs, Rashford had a wasteful outing with only 30 touches throughout the game, before being substituted in the 67th minute without a shot, dribble, or key pass to his name. His form did not change for the better with Erik and has further deteriorated under the new manager Ruben Amorim, earning him a demotion within the squad. This has led to rumors coming from training sessions suggesting Rashford may not be meeting the demands of the new manager Amorim. Amorim himself has never shied away from the situation, saying, "It's my decision, and it always will be. I want to see the best in my players, and I try different things with different players." It's clear to see that Rashford's future is in doubt and his relationship with Amorim is in doubt. Will he finally see the end of his career at United? Which brings us to the transfer speculation. If Marcus Rashford survives the January window, he'll start the summer as a wanted man. However, he's admitted to the media that he's been seeking a new challenge, paving the way for a transfer in January. Rashford's comments made in an interview with journalist Henry Winter come on the heels of Ruben Amorim's surprise decision to omit him from the squad that won the Manchester Derby, fueling speculation about his future at the club. Could this have meant a transfer request? With the news of Juve, Inter Milan, and other top European clubs showing interest in a bid, the situation could only get tense. The simmering feud between Marcus Rashford and Manchester United has reached a boiling point, with the 27-year-old star allegedly feeling betrayed by the club's shady efforts to offload him. Those close to Rashford revealed that United have been trying to sell him to a new team without even discussing it with him, which angered the young player. According to the Manchester Evening News, Rashford and the club had been at odds since the start of the last season. Some may think of this similar to how Cristiano Ronaldo was treated by the club, a club legend, but overnight became an outcast. Will this be the same for Rashford? Will it all end in pieces? For some, Rashford could be viewed as a hero, and for others, an underperformer. His entertaining football skills and passionate social activism cannot go unnoticed. However, his lack of form and personal encounters in the media have made many question his dedication. Amorim remains resolute in his stance on Marcus Rashford, frequently omitting him from the squad. With United struggling for attacking power, Rashford's absence is felt, but Amorim's message is clear. Improve your training levels or face the consequences. Even though his recent struggles on and off the pitch have raised eyebrows in the media, it's not too late for him to reclaim his place among the football elite. Will Rashford finally get the wake-up call he needs, or head for the exit at a club accustomed to mismanaging talent? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed today's discussion, click on the next video to find out why Rio Ingamoha and Federico Chiesa are finally breaking through. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more football insights.